Happy morning, children. Today we will discuss the concept of geometrical figures. Now this is rectangle ABCD. Okay, here A, B, C, D. They are the vertices. And this is another rectangle. P, Q, R, S. Now I am going to place this rectangle on this rectangle. Right? So here, as I said, A falls on P. As I said, A falls on P, B falls on Q, C falls on R, and D falls on S. Now these two rectangles, they exactly coincide with each other. They exactly fit each other when you are going to place your vertices properly. The way of matching of the vertices is very, very important. This matching of the vertices which we do, and then the two figures, they exactly fit each other. The meaning is, the other way word used is that the vertex A here corresponds to vertex P. The vertex B corresponds to vertex Q, and vertex C corresponds to vertex R, and vertex D corresponds to vertex S. The word correspondence is used. So vertices should be matched in a particular way, a specific way, and we say the way of matching of the vertices is denoted by one-to-one correspondence. And for correspondence we use this symbol which I explained you all earlier, P and this. For triangles, when I was explaining you, it is like this. As I said, we have taken two rectangles. So for A, B, C, D. So A corresponds to P, B corresponds to Q, C corresponds to R, and D corresponds to S. A corresponds to P, okay, B corresponds to Q, C corresponds to R, D corresponds to S. When exactly A corresponds to P, B to Q, C to R, D to S, then only these two rectangles, they fit each other, and these two rectangles are congruent. Okay. Now take another example here. This is rhombus. Okay, this is one rhombus, this is second. Now what I am doing, this vertex I am placing it on this on this, matching of this vertices I am doing, all the four. When matching is done properly, then these two rhombus, they exactly fit each other. So these two rhombus, they are congruent to each other. Okay, so a very simple way of understanding the concept of congruent figures. Now this is another example of congruent parallelogram. These are all geometrical figures. See here, this is parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal. Now this parallelogram, it exactly fits into this another one. Okay, like this. So these two parallelograms, they are congruent because they exactly fit each other. See, these two vertices, they coincide. This two, then here this two, and this two. Okay, so these are all geometrical figures, and these geometrical figures which I have shown you, parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle, they are congruent figures because they exactly coincide with each other. Means one rectangle with another rectangle, rhombus with rhombus, parallelogram with parallelogram.